Hello everyone, my name is Anu and today we'll do the second lesson of class 4 English. It's Neha's alarm clock. Okay students, tell me one thing. Do you get up early in the morning? Yes? And do you like to get up early in the morning? Do you people like to get up? Okay. Then who wakes you up in the morning? Your mom, the alarm clock, or you get up on your own? Well, most of you may be having different answers. Let's see a girl Neha, how she feels in the morning and what she likes. Okay, let's read this lesson and find out what's Neha's reaction on getting up early in the morning. Okay, so this lesson is Neha's alarm clock, and the writer of this lesson is Girija Rani Asthana. Okay, she's Girija Rani Asthana, right? Now, the TLO's students will come to know the importance of time and they will come to know about body clock. Okay, do you know what body clock is? Well, we'll read the lesson and find out what it is. Okay, let's start. Neha's alarm clock. Well, student, this is a play kind of lesson in which dialogues are there, narrator is there, okay, and the different characters are there. Let's see. In this play, Neha and her mother are the characters. Let's read this lesson now. Narrator. Ring, ring, ring. Off goes the alarm clock at 6 in the morning. Neha makes a face and covering her ears with a pillow, snuggles under the warm blanket. But she knows she has to get up. She mutters to herself. Okay, now narrator is who narrates the story. Okay, who tells about the story. Like he is telling that what is happening in the scene. So what's going on in the scene? Ring, 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 off goes the alarm clock at 6 in the morning. It means that in the morning at 6 o'clock, the alarm clock starts ringing. Okay, Neha makes a face and covering her ears with a pillow. And Neha, she doesn't like to get up in the morning, so she makes faces, oh God, it's 6 o'clock and now I have to get up. She starts making faces. When you make face, when you don't like something, right? So Neha also doesn't like to get up in the morning. So she makes a face and covering her ears with a pillow. And she covers her ears with a pillow so that she doesn't able to hear the sound of alarm clock. Right? She snuggles under the warm blanket. And she gets into the warm blanket and cover her face because she doesn't want to get up. But she knows she has to get up. She mutters to herself. But she know it that she has to get up because she has to go to school and it's 6 o'clock now, and if she doesn't get up now, she'll be late for school. So she mutters to herself that no, I have to get up. Okay, mutters means speaking in a slow sound, slow voice. Okay, so she mutters to herself that, oh no, I have to get up. I have to get up now. Okay, then Neha. This alarm clock always rings at 6 and pulls me out of the bed. It's so unfair. Oh, how I would love to sleep a little longer in the morning. I wish this clock would forget its job sometimes. Now, now Neha says that this alarm clock now, it always rings at 6 o'clock and pulls me out of the bed. When this alarm clocks ring, I have to get up at 6 o'clock and, leave my bed. It's so unfair. It's not fair, right? It's not right. It's not good. Why should I get up early in the morning? She says. Oh, how I would love to sleep a little longer in the morning. She says, like, I just love to sleep for long time in the morning. Okay. And I wish this clock would forget its job sometime. And she hoped that she wished that sometime this alarm clock forget its job. What is the job of an alarm clock? To make us get up in the morning. Okay, whenever we set an alarm, it rings at the same time and we have to leave the bed, right? So that the same thing she says, that I wish that this clock would forget its job sometime. Okay, that it does not ring at 6 o'clock. She actually. She wishes. Now narrator, something falls. Neha smiles. Now what happened? Something falls in the background. Okay. Suddenly, what do you think? And Neha smiles. And Neha, she starts smiling. Then now tell me, what was the thing that fall? Can you tell me what was the thing that fall? And Neha smiles. Yes, the alarm clock. I hope that we can guess that the Neha's that alarm clock, it has fallen down and it has broken. That's why Neha smiling, because she was wishing the same thing, right? She was wishing that this clock would forget its job sometime, and at the same time the alarm clock falls and broke, and Neha smiles. She is happy now. Neha, oh, my clock has fallen. How happy I am. Tomorrow I can get up late. Now Neha, she smiles, she is laughing. She said, oh, my alarm clock has fallen. You know that my alarm clock has fallen, and now I'm very happy because tomorrow I will get up late, because alarm clock, it has broken and now it will not ring at 6 o'clock and I can sleep for some more time, right? Then narrator. Next morning, there is no alarm. Right, next morning, there is no alarm. So Neha sleeps and sleeps. Now what happens? The next morning, there was no alarm because an alarm has already broken. Right, and there is no alarm now. Now Neha sleeps and sleeps. The small chirpy birds which come to the window sill every morning find Neha still sleeping. Okay, and there were some chirpy birds, some birds who used to chirp in the morning at Neha's window. They came there and they find out that Neha is still sleeping, right? Those birds, they saw Neha sleeping and they started chirping. Birds, wake up dear, wake up fast. Now those birds started calling out like that, Neha, that wake up dear, wake up fast. Now you will say that, ma'am, birds don't speak in our language, then how can they say wake up dear, wake up fast? Yes, of course I know dear, but the birds are speaking in their own language. You know, how will they speak? They will start chirping, right? They were chirping, chee 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 chee. They were speaking like this and they were waking up Neha, right? Then narrator. Neha gets up with a start, and now when they were making noise at her windowsill, then Neha gets up with a start. Now Neha gets up. Neha, oh no, if it's not the alarm clock, it's these birds. Why don't they leave me alone? Now Neha again gets irritated that now when alarm has broken, now these birds have started chirping and they are started making noise and I have to get up. Right? That why don't they leave me alone? That why don't these birds go away and leave me alone? Narrator. Even this wish of Neha's come true. And Neha's this wish also came true, students. The next morning, there is not only no alarm clock, there are no birds either. Right? Now next morning, alarm clock has already broken and the birds have already gone. You know, there were no alarm clock and no birds. But there is someone else who does not want her to miss the school bus. But you know, there was someone who does not want Neha to miss her school bus. Okay, there was someone who was waking Neha up. And can you guess who was it? Can you guess who it is? Yes, the big bright sun. He fills Neha's room with a warm smile. And this was the sun. The sun rays were coming from the window into her room, and it was making light, and it was lightening Neha's room. Sunlight was there. Then what happens? Neha, oh my eyes, now it's the sun waking me up. Why can't he let me be? Now Neha again, she felt very bad that, oh, now my eyes, when the sunlight falls on her eyes, she felt uneasy and she has to open her eyes, right? Now, so she said, now it's the sun waking me up. Now, why can't he let me be? Okay, he's telling that now the sun has started waking me up. Why doesn't it go somewhere else? And why don't he let me be, why don't he let me sleep? Right? Now, narrator, even this wish of Neha's comes true. Next morning, the sun is behind the clouds. So Neha snores till she hears her mother's voice. Now, even this wish of Neha that sun should go comes true. And what happened the next morning? Sun was behind the clouds. Right? And now Neha snores till she hears her mother's voice. Now, Neha was sleeping and she kept on sleeping, but now her mother was there. She started calling out her, and mother, wake up, sleepyhead, you will miss the bus. And now her mother was calling her that, wake up now, Neha, you sleepyhead, you lazy girl, you will miss the bus. Okay. Then Neha, oh no, why does mother have to wake me up? Now Neha again gets irritated. She said, oh no, now mother has to wake me up. And now what does she wish? Narrator, there is no escape now. Neha gets up and gets ready. Can you imagine what happens the next day? Now there is no escape now. When her mother was calling, then there is no escape. We all have to get up when our mother tells us to do something. Like the same thing you should be doing, students, and you must be doing. Whenever your mother tells you something, you do that thing now. Yes, that's it. When Neha's mother was calling her, there was no escape and she has to get up and she has to get ready. Can you imagine what happens the next day? Now, students, can you imagine that what happens the next day? Because she was wishing now that her mother should not wake her up. Now, what do you think that Neha's this wish has also come true? Let's see. Her watch says it's 6 o'clock. She calls out to her mother, Ma, who woke me up today? Now, next day, what happens, students? Neha woke up, okay, and she woke up on her own. When she saw the watch, it was showing 6 o'clock. Now she calls her mother out. She calls her mother that, Mom, who woke me up today? She was asking that, who woke me up today? Now alarm clock has also broken. Sun is not there. Birds are not there. You also did not call me. Then who wake me up? Who woke me up today? Narrator, mother smiles. Now her mother smiles. Mother, who else? You, of course. Now she said, who else? There was no one who woke you up. It was you only who woke you up. Who woke you. Now Neha, but I was sleeping. How could I? She said, no, I was sleeping. How can I wake me up? Now mother, now tell me, why do you eat your lunch every day at 1 in the afternoon? She asked her, now tell me one thing, that why do you eat every day at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Why do you eat? Now Neha said, I feel hungry. Because I feel hungry, that's why I eat, she says. Mother, why do you sleep at 9 every night? And why do you sleep at 9 o'clock every night? Neha, because I feel sleepy. Because at 9 o'clock I start feeling sleepy. That's why I sleep. Now mother, there is a clock inside you which tells you when to eat, when to sleep, and when to wake up. Okay, now she tells that, my child, there is a clock inside your body. Okay, there is a clock inside your body that is called body clock. And that clock tells you that when to eat, when to sleep, when to play, and when to wake up. Okay, now Neha says, oh, I better rush now. I don't want to miss the bus. Now she said, oh, that's the reason. That's why I get up early. Today, when nobody was there to wake me up, I get up on my own because of that body clock inside me. Yes, I better rush now. She said I should hurry now because I don't want to miss my school bus. Mother, relax. Today is Sunday. Now, mother said, relax. Okay, you just relax. Today is Sunday and it is a holiday. Right? Then Neha says, oh, oh, oh. So, students, this was the lesson. I hope you like it. That every one of us has a body clock in us, which tells us that when to eat. Whenever we feel thirsty, we drink water. Whenever we feel sleepy, we sleep. When we feel, um, hungry, we eat. And when to wake up, it is the body clock, the routine that has already set up in our mind, that we do the things according to our body clock, right? So this was the body clock, and this was Neha, who has now understood that there is a body clock inside her who wakes her up early in the morning at 6, right? Okay, so now students, this was the lesson. I hope you have understood it. Now let's start the new words and their meanings. First word we have snuggles. What is the meaning of snuggles? It means to be in a comfortable position, right? And we can make some sentences like, he snuggles himself into the sleeping bags. Or, Rima snuggles in her new yellow couch. Okay. Next word is mutters. Mutters, I told you, say something in a very low voice. And we can make some sentences like, Tia always mutters in the class. Rohan mutters in the washroom. Okay. Number 3 is windowsill. Windowsill means the bottom part of the window. So we can make some sentences like, there is a pot capped on the windowsill. Or, clothes were hanging from the windowsill. Okay. Next, relax. Relax means free from tension. Example, she tried to relax before the examination. And relax on bed till you get well. Right? Now let's see the question answers of this lesson, students. And here, reading is fun. Tick the correct answer. Number 1, what time did Neha's clock ring every morning? Okay, what was the time? Is it 4 o'clock, 9 o'clock or 6 o'clock? Yes, 6 o'clock. What did the bird say? Sleep on, wake up or go and play? What did the bird say? They say wake up. Yes. Next, tick the correct answer. What is inside you that makes you get up at the same time every day? Your body clock, our eyes, our feet. What is it? Yes, our body clock. Okay, let's see the next question, students. Put the letters in the right order. One has been done for you. Okay, now you can see that some jumbled letters are there. Some words are jumbled and you have to unjumble it and make the correct word. Like the first word is smile, alarm, clock, morning, snowed, and window. Okay. Let's see next. Listen to the sounds around you when you are on your way to school. Discuss with your friends the sound that you heard. List them here. Okay, these are the sounds. You can discuss with your friends that what are the sounds that you hear when you come to school. Now you people are not coming to school because of the corona COVID-19, right? So you can yourself discuss among your friends on phone that what are the sounds that you hear in your surroundings, right? That may be the sound of traffic, that may be the sound of birds chirping, or the any other sound whichever you hear in your surroundings, right? So you do it yourself. If there is no clock in the house to wake you in the morning, how will you wake up? Will you continue to sleep, or what will you do? So I will wake up on my own. When there is no clock and nothing in the house to wake me up, what will you do? You will wake up yourself. Okay, next. What are the different ways of knowing the time during the day? Yes, what are the different ways? The answer is wristwatch. You can check the time in the wristwatch, and the wall clock, right? You can see the wall clock also. And students, in the olden time, how when clocks were not there, wristwatch was not there, how people they used to find out that what time it is. With the position of sun, they used to guess that what time it may be, according to the position of sun. When the sun is on the head, they might have guessed that it may be around 12 or something. So this was like this. Now find the hidden words. These words you have to find out: mother, birds, clock, alarm, happy, morning, holiday, hungry, sun, into this puzzle. So you have to find out these words and circle them. Like I have already circled it for you: hungry, birds, clock, mother, holiday, alarm, Sunday, happy, and morning. Okay. Let's see the next question. Who said these words and to whom? Now there are some dialogue, students, and you have to tell that who said these words and to whom. Let's see. Wake up, dear, wake up fast. Who said these words? Bird, yes. And to whom? Neha. Bird said these words to Neha. Ma, who woke me up today? Who said these words? Neha, and to her mother. Why do you sleep at 9 every night? Who said these words? Mother. And to whom? Neha. Very good. So you have to do this. Next, use of was, were. Use was, were to fill in the blanks. So you have to use was or were to fill in the blanks. Ram dash, na students, that was and were are the past form of verbs, right? These are the past form of the verbs, and whenever there is a singular subject, we write was, and if the subject is plural, we'll write were. Got it? If it is singular, we'll write was. If it is plural, we'll write were. So let's see. Ram dash a good football player, because Ram is singular, right? So we'll write was. So Ram was a good football player. The cows dash grazing in the field. Now cows, students, these are plural. So we'll write were. The cows were grazing in the field. My toys. Toys is plural. So we'll write were. My toys were broken. Her frock. Now frock is one. So her frock was too long. The market. Market is also one. Okay. Right. So the market was closed. The children. Children, you know that plural form. So the children were happy. The flowers, plural, were kept in a vase. Okay, likewise you will fill was and were in the sentences. Next, looking at the picture below and look at the pictures below and complete the following paragraph. You will need these words: pulled out, inside, called out, behind, and under. Okay, let's see. Yesterday I lost a book. I looked for it everywhere. Now, as you can see in the picture that the girl is looking behind a door. Okay? So I looked behind a door. Door ke piche. Right? I looked behind a door. I looked inside a cupboard. Now, as you can see in the picture that the girl is opening the cupboard and she is looking inside it. So I looked inside a cupboard. I looked under a bed. As you can see in the picture, the girl is looking under the bed. So I looked under a bed. I could not find it anywhere. Then I called out, Sheru. She said that I could not find it anywhere, and then I called out Sheru. Sheru was a dog. Sheru, my dog, came running to me. I asked him to look for my book. Okay, and he pulled out another book. Right? So, likewise, I have made it like for you. Yesterday I lost a book. I looked for it everywhere. I looked behind a door. I looked inside a cupboard. I looked under a bed. I could not find it anywhere. Then I called out Sheru. Sheru, my dog, came running to me. I asked him to look for my book. He pulled out another book from my bag. Okay. So let's see the next exercise. Here is a word, morning. Now write down words related to it. So the students, here is a word, morning. And what you have to do, you have to write down the words related to the word morning. Now, what are the words that you can relate with morning? When you hear the word morning, what are the words, what are the things that comes to your mind? In the morning, it's sunrise, yes, birds, sun, dawn, daylight, daytime. These are the things that comes to your mind, and there may be many more answers, I know. So, likewise, here is a word, clock. Write down words relating to clock. Now, see, here we can write words related to clock also. Like here we can make a picture of clock. Then what is the another word that we can say? Like it's time. The sound of clock is tick tock. Okay, you can make a sentence also like the alarm clock wakes me up in the morning. And you can say the parts of different parts of clock like dial, hour, hand, phase, second hand, right? And word in your language, like what you call a clock in your language. Like in Hindi we can say ghadi, right? So likewise you can write down the different words relating to clock. Now students, the next exercise we have, it is back to basic activity we are going to do, right? Here, what we are going to learn today in back to basic activity, it is palindromes. What is it? It's palindromes. Okay, so what are palindromes, students? Well, palindromes are the words or phrases that read the same in both directions, right? Like whether you're reading the word from left or the right, you will there will be the same words, right? Like I. If the spelling of I is E-Y-E, right? If we read it from the left, it will be E-Y-E. If we'll read it from the right, it will be E-Y-E, right? So like these words, like I, some more words, let's see some more words. Madam, it's M-A-D-A-M. And you can see, students, if we'll read it from left or the right, the words, the sequence of the words will remain same. Right? Let's see some more examples. It's race car. RACECAR. Right? And from both the sides, left and right, it will be spelled like this only. Okay. There can be some phrases also like, do geese see God? Now you can see, and if I should read it from the right, like how will I see? How will I read? Do geese see God? Right? So in palindromes, the words are written like this, that whether we read them from left or right, they have the same spellings, right? And the same pronunciation also, we can say, like never, odd, or even. The spellings will remain the same. Like, see, never, if we are reading it from the right, never, odd, or even. Right? The next one is madam, I am Adam. Now you can read it from the right, madam, I am Adam. Right? So the spelling will remain, and the words, the letters will remain the same from both the sides. These are called palindromes. Okay. Like I have one more example, nurses run. And while reading from the right, it is nurses run. Right? Isn't it interesting, students? Yes. So this was a new thing, palindromes, that we learned today. So this was the video, students. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned with me for my next video. Till then, take care and enjoy learning. And do subscribe my channel and like my videos and share also. Thank you. Bye-bye.